Someone just lost $2 million on the Khamzat versus Strickland fight. And somewhere in a darkened room, a Polymarket account named DrAxius is staring at a zero. Sean Strickland versus Khamzat Chimaev. Middleweight title on the line. Chimaev is 15-0, undefeated, unfinished, the kind of fighter that makes sportsbooks feel safe, which, as we'll see, is exactly the problem.
Everybody, I come here for everybody, kill everybody, I'm the champion!
Polymarket had Chimaev sitting at 82 cents. That's roughly an 80% implied win probability for the non-finance people. Strickland, 18 to 20 cents. The plus 400 underdog. Over $14 million in trading volume. This is not a small market. This is a stadium. Now, let's establish the vibe going into this. Sean Strickland spent Fight Week doing what Sean Strickland does, which is aggressively testing the boundaries of what a human being is allowed to say in a professional sports context.
Hey, I gotta go back to the country, you coward. You don't know what it's like to be a man.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the press conference.
He went after Chimaev's family, his religion, allegedly his crypto portfolio. UFC added extra security. And then they touched gloves. Twice before the first bell. There was a prop market for that. $117,000 traded on whether two men who spent a week threatening each other would shake hands. They did. The yes bettors cashed. Polymarket, even your sportsmanship is financialized. The crowd, meanwhile, was not betting on heartwarming moments. They were betting on carnage. Most expected a short fight. What they got was 5 rounds of Strickland doing Strickland things. Volume, pressure, takedown defense, and Chimaev never quite getting the finish everyone paid for.
Winner by split decision. Of the world.
And Polymarket lost its entire mind. Okay, let's go to the scoreboard, because this is where it gets disgusting. Chimaev opens at 82 cents. The crowd piles in. Smart money, dumb money, no money, just vibes money, all backing the undefeated prospect. Strickland is sitting at 20 cents. Lonely, unloved, getting absolutely cooked in the comments. And then, fresh accounts start appearing. New, no history, no profile, just money. One drops $135,000 on Strickland at underdog prices. Account has existed for what appears to be this specific bet. That's it. That's the whole personality. Another fresh account drops $240,019 cents. Another goes $327,000 at 20 cents. These accounts materialize, place career-altering bets on the underdog, and just sit there calmly. The 327 becomes 1.6 million. The 240 becomes 1.26 million. 426% return in one night. These accounts then do absolutely nothing suspicious. They just cease to be interesting and presumably go touch grass. Beginner's luck, inside information, a savant who watched too much tape? We don't know. We will never know. And that's perfect. Now let's check in with the losing side, because that's where the real literature is. Trader DrAxius, $2 million on Khamzat Chimaev. Sportsbook had Chimaev at minus 550. So even in a win, you're talking about a 15-ish% return on a $2 million position. He risked $2 million to make maybe $300,000. He was not in this for the excitement. He was in this for a coupon. He got rugged. And he's not alone. Reports of a separate whale losing close to 1.8 million backing Chimaev. Years of accumulated Polymarket profits gone in 5 rounds in Newark. The WSB thread is predictably a crime scene. And the thing is, Strickland apologized for some of the pre-fight comments.
I went too fucking hard. I'll admit it. I respect all you guys. Chechen has great fighters. They're savage. He's a savage. I should be a better example, but I try to sell these fights for you. I appreciate you.
Class act. Everyone hugged it out. Beautiful moment. DrAxius did not hug it out. Here's the thing about Polymarket. It's supposed to be the wisdom of crowds. Aggregate information. the market knows 80% means 80%. Except sometimes, the crowd is just a bunch of guys who watched Chimaev's highlights reel on a Saturday afternoon and decided that counts as due diligence. And somewhere, a fresh account with no history and $377,000 in dry powder watched more tape, or knew something, or got cosmically, absurdly lucky. And the guy who risked $2 million for a 15% return, a return he could have gotten from a treasury bill with zero drama, is now a cautionary tale on the YouTube channel. The market is efficient, until Sean Strickland is involved. Rematch is already being discussed. Chimaev might go to welterweight. The mystery accounts are probably already on the next flight. We'll be watching the odds. Drop your Strickland rematch predictions in the comments. And if you're a fresh Polymarket account with 6 figures and no history, hi, we'd love to talk.